What will it take to prepare Christians to face the challenges of this cultural moment? The only answer is going deeper in what is true and good. For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet. This is BreakPoint. Sir Isaac Newton, in a letter written in 1675 to fellow scientist Robert Hooke, wrote this: "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Well, Chuck Colson was one of those giants for many people, myself included, and it's our privilege to steward his legacy at the Colson Center. And Chuck believed that the most important legacy that he could leave, even more than our organization or prison fellowship or his many books, was other people. That's why he started what he called the Centurions Program. It's a program that continues today under a different name, the Colson Fellows Program. Here's Chuck Colson, in his own words, describing the important vision he had for this program that continues today.
Are you ready to live out your faith in a way that will make a difference in the world? If so, stay tuned to BreakPoint. I have a burning passion. It's the first item on my prayer list every day. And that's to see a movement of Christians raised up from the churches to defend truth in the marketplace of ideas and to live out the gospel. Nothing less than this kind of an awakening can possibly save our quickly deteriorating culture. That's why I'm now spending all of my time working at BreakPoint and the Colson Center. One of my major projects is developing Christian leaders who can understand and defend a biblical view of all of life. We call this the Centurions Program. For the past 6 years, we brought 100 of the best and brightest into this year-long teaching effort to study under some of the best minds in the Christian world. It's demanding. We read books together, review movies, critique them, do a lot of teaching online, and have 3 residencies during the year in Lansdowne, Virginia, near our offices. Our Centurion graduates are like the Marines or Navy SEALs. They're on the front lines, the next wave of leaders. Can this work? Just 2 weeks ago, I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a rally on behalf of the Manhattan Declaration. It was organized by the Catholic Archbishop Michael Sheehan and a former congressman named Bill Redmond, who's a Centurion graduate. You can imagine my thrill when I walked into the convention center to see 1,600 participants, and they were on fire. They were there to learn biblical worldview, how to defend the sanctity of human life, traditional marriage, and religious liberty, to learn how to become activists. There were representatives from across the denominational spectrum: Southern Baptist, Nazarene, Assemblies of God, Methodists, Presbyterians, Catholics. The church had come together. And all this was organized by one gutsy archbishop and one Centurion graduate. They, in fact, have built a powerful network across the state of New Mexico. So yes, it can be done. And our Centurions are doing a whole variety of important tasks right across the spectrum, like John Blankemeyer, who founded a safe home for girls rescued from forced prostitution. Jose Delgado, a hospital chaplain who teaches emergency medical technicians how to build stronger marriages. Kathy Peel, who founded a group to help mothers under distress, and so many more. By the time they're certified, Centurions know how to write, discuss, and teach Christian worldview in all sorts of settings. They know how to create God-honoring culture through the arts, media, literature, and business. They're able to debate ethical challenges with medical professionals, advocate human rights, and develop tomorrow's leaders by raising children grounded in biblical values. In short, they learn to defend truth in an age in which many believe such a thing does not exist. Look, folks, the reason the church today is having so little impact is too many Christians view their faith only in terms of a personal relationship with Jesus. But Christianity doesn't stop with salvation. That's only the beginning. We've got to learn how to present our worldview in a winsome way. And if we don't do this, it simply dooms our churches to isolation and irrelevance, just when our culture desperately needs the hope of the gospel more than ever. To learn how to apply for the next class of Centurions, please visit breakpoint.org. The deadline is November 30. Come, join us, become a Centurion. It will change your life and, who knows, God willing, may change our culture. For BreakPoint, this is Chuck Colson in Washington.
That was Chuck Colson. After his death in 2012, the program he started as the Centurions Program was renamed the Colson Fellows Program. And I think Chuck would be ecstatic at the fact that this year, over 750 Christians in over 60 cities across the country and even others around the world have been studying together worldview, theology, and culture in the Colson Fellows Program and planning to make an impact with what they've learned in the time and place where God has called them. And if you desire to make that kind of an impact in your community for Christ, consider studying with us in the Colson Fellows Program next year. We likely have a cohort in your geographic region. And if we don't, you can join an innovative online cohort and study the same material. You'll find a deeper understanding of truth, and you'll be better equipped to live out your faith in this cultural moment in whatever calling and vocation that God has put before you. For more information, go to colsonfellows.org. That's colsonfellows.org. For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet with BreakPoint.